Kiki, and when it comes to dot and line work illustrations, I'm your girl. That was probably the cheesiest introduction ever. Some people think that I'm wasting my time, but for me it's a great opportunity to relax, to meditate, and also I learned to be more patient through drawing. And after several requests, I decided to share with you guys how I do my dot and line work illustrations and how you can do it too and create art. Okay, for many paintings, I know that because my mom makes landscape paintings, you need a very huge amount of very expensive colors and brushes and all that stuff. But the good thing about dot and line work is all the material that I'm using is not expensive at all because I'm also a broke as fuck student. Okay, what you need or what I am using for my drawings are a very kawaii Barbie pencil for sketching, a Korean fine liner for outlines. It's called MONAMI Plus Pen 3000. Different sized eddings, or I think in English they are Sharpies for larger black areas, and a STABILO fine liner for the dots. Oh, and a very kawaii Miffy eraser to erase the pencil sketches. You can use any paper you want, but I prefer a little thicker paper with a rather soft surface. I started with pencil drawings at the very young age. My mom visited an art class when she was a student and she taught us the principles of shading when we were younger. When you have pencil drawings, you have very dark shades for the shadowy parts and very light shades for the parts where the light is falling on. And same goes for dot and line work. Black spaces for very dark shadows and backgrounds. And the lighter you get, the lower the density of your dots. So it's a good idea to practice with some pencil drawings before you start with dot and line work. So I heard from a lot of people that they broke their pens when they tried dot work. And girl, be gentle. Let that anger go and relax your wrist. Do some wrist gymnastics. You are not supposed to pierce through the paper. Make sure that the pen isn't too diagonal, because when you do that you will get something that looks like semen and you don't want that. And then simply start dotting. Try to keep the dots in regular distance to each other, and it should not look like this. Yeah, the right way to do it is as I show you here. Sometimes I make a small sketch with my pencil to build up the construction of my drawing. It depends on what I draw. Sometimes I just fuck that pencil drawing, fuck pencil sketching and just start with outlines. When I fill out spaces with dots, I prefer the dots not touching the outer line. So what I like to do first is dot me and border in front of that line so I know where to stop dotting. Also, it's a good idea to have a piece of paper under your hand or you will ruin your beautiful picture you have worked on for several hours with your hand sweat. Very common dot and line work things to draw are mandalas, skulls, religion-related figures, flowers, bugs, and other animals. When you don't know how something looks like, you can totally look it up in old biology books. I have several old biology books. Or use the internet. Google is your best friend. This is probably a very Asian thought, but talent is nothing in comparison to practice. Like everyone started with stick figures and circles and stuff like that. You can totally use something someone other has already drawn and then try to recreate it to practice your skills. Make sure when you post it on social media to give credit to the artist or you are just a giant asshole. It depends on the size and how fast you are at dotting. One picture can take up to 8 hours. That's completely normal. You don't have to do it in one sitting, oh my god. Sometimes I work like 1 week on one picture. And for example 40 minutes every day. But when it's done, step 6 is the best part of this experience, and that's be proud of your work and what you have created with your own hands. And I'm always very happy to finish a piece. I hope this small guide for you was helpful, and I would be very happy if you try to draw a picture in Linework and post it on Instagram and tag me on it. And I would choose the best one and send this little card I draw in this video to this person. It's open worldwide. I don't care if you're from Australia or Germany or the United States, because it's very important for me to encourage young people to be creative. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one. Bye!